got an Apple Watch on my left wrist, which I kind of wear mainly because I like to be able to tell the time, see my calendar and stuff like that, but it's got some exercise information and fitness information in it. But the thing I wear most is this sensor on my other wrist, which is a Fitbit. And that's got a heart rate sensor, step counter. If I do a workout, it actually picks up automatically whether I'm exercising or whether I'm just out for a walk or doing something else. And it's reasonably smart, but it's the thing that I wear the most often.
Tell us how you use it. Sorry, Emma.
That's all right.
I'm just interested in how you use it throughout a day.
Throughout a day, I kind of just wear it, and it keeps me focused on how active I am in a day. So in terms of, say, things like step count, I've got a step target that says I want to make sure I walk around 10,000 steps each day. There are days where I don't quite get there, so a day when I'm particularly working at my desk all day, I might need to get to 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 steps. A day like yesterday where I worked during the day and then went out for a run in the evening, you kind of cream your 10,000 steps pretty easy. But it keeps me focused on making sure I walk regularly and those sorts of things.
Emma made the point earlier that it might just be another device to make you feel shameful. By the end of the day, if you haven't done what you're supposed to and what people tell you you're supposed to do. Yeah,
it depends on what your motivation is. If shame is a motivator for you, then maybe that's what it is. For me, it's about making sure that I don't pile on the kilos. My genetic background is that I'm fairly likely to pile the kilos on if I sit around and eat what I like to eat. That's kind of, some people can eat whatever they like and stay thin and feel that they look pretty good. That's not something I can do. So it's a motivator.
Since you've been wearing these devices, have they had an impact on your fitness and your weight?
Yeah, look, since I probably started monitoring and exercising more regularly about 3 years ago, and in that time I've probably lost about 20 kilos.
Wow.
I would say that it's definitely helped my life expectancy. My trigger point was when my son was playing basketball training one night and I went to help him, and I was just messing around playing some basketball, and then I couldn't move for the next 2 weeks because I blew a hammy,
I think that's
being
called
dad.
age.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and I'm kind of, getting close to finishing my 5th decade on the planet. You kind of get there. But yeah, that was a bit of a trigger, and then I said, I kind of looked at myself and thought, my family's had a history of diabetes and heart disease and things like that. I'm going, I've got to get into doing something to avoid that happening to me.
But you're also an expert on technology, and you've looked closely at it. What does the research say about whether or not people stick with this, as you have, or whether you might be part of the exception?
I don't think I'm the exception. I think most of the people I know that are using some sort of exercise technology persist with it, because I think one of the things is you invest in it. And you're wearing it all the time. Like gym memberships, there's the traditional New Year's resolution of going to the gym, and people spend their $600 or whatever on a gym membership. And by the middle of February, it's kind of no longer in use, and it becomes just another card in the back of the wallet. Whereas I think when you've got something on and it's alerting you during the day, so for example, you can tell your Apple Watch or a lot of the fitness smartwatches that are out there to give you a nudge every hour to say, get up and go for a walk for 5 minutes. You've got to spend some time out of the chair every hour or so. So you can actually use them in a positive way to help you break those habits. And they're all good things that people have told us to do for years, which is get out of your chair, don't sit at the desk all day, don't stare at your screen all day. So it's the same sort of principle that they do that.
Have the sales gone crazy in the last 12 months? What's been the rise in sales?
I was looking at some of Amazon's sales figures over the holiday period, and they said that fitness devices were one of their biggest categories. In fact, in terms of things that people were buying and trying to get shipped within 48 hours as last-minute gifts, it was fitness products that were at the top of the list.
And so is there a great variance in the price of these things?
Yeah, look, you can spend whatever you like. You can go and buy a $30 or $40, you can go and buy a $5 pedometer. Or you can go and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on different bits of equipment.
And regardless of what you spend, you're not going to get any fitter. Unless you do something.
You've got to do something, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
I'm trying to find that device that will actually do the exercise for me.
Yeah, I think, science has been looking for the magic pill that makes you fit and healthy and, regulates your diet and does everything for you, but we're not there yet.
Sadly.